Egypt, once the greatest empire on earth, stood at a crossroads. Its rulers no longer commanded power. They borrowed it. And in the grand halls of Alexandria, a young girl watched history unfold. As a child, Cleopatra saw the truth. Rome did not see Egypt as an ally. It saw Egypt as a prize. And from that moment, she made a vow. She would never beg, never kneel. She would rule. While others feasted, Cleopatra studied. She spoke 9 languages, mastered philosophy, science, and medicine. She didn't just want power, she wanted to understand it. Then, at 18, her time came. Her father, Pharaoh Ptolemy XII, was dead, but power is never given, it is taken. Cleopatra was not Egypt's only ruler. She was forced to share the throne with her 10-year-old brother, Ptolemy XIII. Her brother's advisors feared her ambition. A woman ruling Egypt alone was unthinkable. So they whispered lies, turned her own family against her, and forced her into exile. Most would have crumbled. Most would have accepted defeat. But Cleopatra was not most. With only a handful of loyal followers, Cleopatra vanished into the desert. No army, no wealth, no allies. But she still had one thing: her mind. She studied her enemies, calculated her next move. Her brother had Rome's support. But Rome did not serve kings, it served power. And Cleopatra was about to prove she was the most powerful ruler of them all. Meanwhile, across the sea, the most powerful man in the world arrived on Egypt's shores, Julius Caesar. He had come to settle the dispute over Egypt's throne, but Cleopatra had no intention of waiting for his judgment. She had a plan. She could not walk into the palace openly, so she had herself smuggled inside, wrapped in a carpet. And when she emerged before Caesar, she did not plead. She negotiated. That night, she did not just reclaim her throne. She won the loyalty of Rome's greatest general. With Caesar's support, Cleopatra ruled Egypt as pharaoh. But she did not rule in name alone. She restructured the economy, strengthened her navy, and turned Alexandria into a beacon of culture and knowledge. Unlike the rulers before her, she was not content to sit on a throne. She ruled with her mind, not just her crown. But Rome was a dangerous ally. Julius Caesar had enemies, and soon he paid the price. Assassinated in the heart of Rome, his death sent shockwaves through the empire. And now, Egypt stood alone. Cleopatra had lost an ally, but she had not lost the war. She turned to Rome's next great general, Mark Antony. Cleopatra knew that power was never just about armies. It was about alliances. And so she forged the most powerful one of all. With Mark Antony at her side, she didn't just rule Egypt, she challenged Rome itself. Together they built an empire, led armies, waged wars. But Rome was not ready for a queen who would not kneel. Octavian, Caesar's heir, saw her as a threat to his rule, and so he declared war. The battle came at sea, at Actium, where Cleopatra and Antony's forces clashed with Rome's legions. But betrayal from within turned the tide. Their fleet burned, their armies scattered. Defeated, they fled back to Egypt. Outnumbered, surrounded, the end was near. With Roman forces closing in, Antony took his own life. And Cleopatra knew she had only one choice left. She would not be paraded through Rome as a prisoner. She would not be a trophy for her enemies. She would choose her own fate. They say she took her life with the bite of an asp, the venom swift and painless. But Cleopatra was not running. She was making a final, defiant choice. She refused to let anyone else write the final chapter of her story. Her empire may have fallen, but her name, it never faded. Because true power is not in crowns or armies. It is in the mark we leave on the world. Rule your destiny. Lead with vision. Be unforgettable. Cleopatra's story is not just history. It is a testament to ambition, intelligence, and the power of a woman who refused to be forgotten. She ruled with her mind as much as her throne, defied the greatest empire of her time, and ensured her name would echo through the ages. Her empire may have fallen, but her legacy, it still reigns. If you were inspired by the legendary tale of Cleopatra, don't stop here. History is filled with powerful women whose stories deserve to be told. Like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to the Heroines of History for more incredible stories of the women who shaped our world. Because history remembers kings, but we remember the queens.